study English alone. You are supposed to do these activities on daily basis and take your English to the next level. And the first foremost activity you are supposed to do is to just take stock of your daily routine. Now, what is taking stock of your daily routine? It means to assess your daily routine. Are you a single person living with your parents? Are you a person with a job and with learning English comparatively and simultaneously? Whether you are a married person with your kids to look after apart from having a job. Why I am suggesting you to assess, to stock, to take into stock your daily routine is that you have to be very realistic when it comes to study English all alone. Because sometimes you think most of the time you are free, but in reality or realistically, this is not your free time. You have to take into account, you have to assess whether you are free for 30 minutes a day, for 1 hour a day, for 2 hours a day, and which is your free time of your time in the morning, whether it is the morning time, whether it is noon or afternoon, whether you are free at night. This is most important activity. This is the most important assessment you are supposed to do. But listen guys, it is consistency which matters a lot. You have to be consistent. You are supposed to do these activities, these exercises which I am going to recommend you on daily basis. On daily basis, without a holiday, without skipping even one day. It is consistency which matters a lot. Now second tip, second exercise is input is your bread and butter. I am now using a idiomatic expression for you. What is meant by bread and butter? Bread and butter is the occupation, is the job, is a work which you do to support your life. For example, some do job for supporting their life. For example, I am teaching to support my family and for myself. This is my bread and butter. When it comes to study English language, when it comes to learn English language, to improve your English language, input should be your bread and butter. This is the most important requirement. If input is your bread and butter, it is called consumption. It is called consumption, and consumption is the most important activity. By listening, by reading at loud, these are two consumption points for you. As consumption is important, as consumption or input is your bread and butter, output is your production. Output is equally important. For example, speaking and writing is your production level, is your output. But some days you are very busy and you cannot take out the required time for your output. It's ideal to do your input and your output simultaneously. But sometimes or at some moments you are quite busy with your daily routine. Then if you cannot carry on your output, you have to do, it's your must duty to have your input in the form of web series, English documentaries, music, songs, TV series. This is most important for you. And if you can maintain a balance between your input and output, between your production and your consumption, this is the ideal routine for you. Now, the next tip is read at loud. When you are reading without a voice, it is just like reading, or it is just like reading voice in your head. Without production of your voice, you are reading silently. This is a reading voice in your head. And when you are reading silently in your head, you just think and you just see that your articulation, your pronunciation, each and everything is perfect. You are having a fast speed. You are quite fluid. You are quite fluent with your speaking skills because you are articulating, you are just reading so much fluid or so much fluently. But when it comes to articulate or when it comes to read at loud, your articulators, your mouth and your tongue, these are the three instruments to produce a sound. When you put the words into your mouth and your mouth produce the sounds, this is called read at loud. When it comes to read at loud, you imagine and you just observe that your articulators, your mouth and your tongue doesn't support you. And your speed of articulation, your speed of reading at loud is quite slower than your reading voice in your head. So you have to experience, you have to do your exercise so that your mouth muscles, your articulators can have exercise and they can be sharpened. And there can be a balance between your reading voice in your head and your reading at loud. Read at least a page of a day, but read it aloud because you can see, you can just listen your own voice. You are reading, you are listening. So you are taking two inputs. First reading, second listening. Major consumption are you are doing and you are analyzing the quality of your voice, the confidence level of your voice and how you are pronouncing the words, whether these are pronouncing the words in the right way or the wrong way. Number 4 point, very important, practice writing longhand. Practice writing longhand. Now what is this longhand practice? Longhand practice? No. And it is different from typewriting. Longhand writing just means take a paper, grab a paper, use your pen and use your hand and write down whatever thoughts are coming in your brain. It can be your grocery shopping, it can be planning for your tomorrow, or it can be just your daily routine, it can be any supposed or imagined scenario you are going to pen down. Because a research journal Frontiers in Psychology, a research has been taken by journal Frontiers in Psychology, and this research shows that when you are writing longhand, when you practice writing longhand, all parts of your brain, this is your brain, this is your brain, all parts of your brains are quite activated when you are writing longhand. This is the power of longhand writing as compared to typing on computer or on your mobile phone. And you can feel the power of writing, and you can also get out the way, you can also devise a way to learn the spellings and to have solidify all your thoughts in your brain. And this is the power of writing, that you can organize the disorganized store of your mind house. Thoughts are everywhere in your brain, but these are scattered thoughts. These are disorganized thoughts. Now you have to arrange all thoughts in your brain. Writing is the best, the most suitable tool to organize all these thoughts, and it will assist you to produce sounds and to produce words and produce ideas and knowledge in proper order, proper shape. So do practice longhand writing and write whatever you listen, whatever you read. This is most important. Now the next thing, very important aspect is leverage media. Now leverage media, when I was learning this language, when I was curious to know, when I was desirous, I had a burning desire in my heart to improve this language. But at that time, there was no leverage media. I had no access to Amazon, YouTube, or any other platform. If I had to watch an English movie, I just had to buy a DVD or get it rented. This was only thing. Either I had to purchase, either I had to get it by renting. This was the position. But nowadays, leverage media means you have to take full advantage of media. Social media, whether it is social, and YouTube is the best friend of yours when it comes to learning of English language, because there are tons and tons of information lying out there in the form of web series, movies, TV shows, comedies, travelogues, cooking, each and everything. You just have to type in the search bar that I want to see curiosity movies, comedian movies, or travelogues, any movie, or magic movies, and you can say anything. So, media will provide it to you. You have to take full advantage. And next thing is develop the habit of self speaking. Speaking by yourself. Yes. You can imagine different kind of scenarios. For example, just imagine you are standing at a theater and you just want to buy a ticket, and you have to ask the clerk, where is the popcorn stand? So just imagine all these scenarios. Or you can imagine I am standing at a restaurant and I just want to order a meal. How I can order a meal if you are having, or you have to pay? What kind of words you are supposed to utter from your mouth? If you want something extra, what kind of words, what kind of vocabulary you are supposed to ask? All these different scenarios will give you abundance material. So next thing you can speak by yourself is by practicing shadowing. Anything, any phrase, any sentence which you interest the most, which you like the most, try it repeating by yourself. So if you can do these things, you can develop the habit and you can still study English all alone your home, and you do not require to live in an English speaking community or any other thing, because these are the most powerful tools, and these are the tools which can boost up your confidence level, as well as you can speak and you can improve your English language drastically, significantly. If you like the idea, share and subscribe this channel and hit that bell icon, because it motivates me to make much more informative videos for you guys. And I want to pay a huge tribute or a thankful note for all the new subscribers who are commenting in a very positive way, and most respectful comments when I receive it. It is a note, it is a sign that there are still persons who value the education and the educators and the trainers. So thank you so much. Till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed, have a nice day.